What's up, guys? Step your game up here with another video. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification. And if you come back, love having you guys. Yes, we did it. We did Champion. I'm really proud of myself. I played a couple games in Champion, just like messing around. I mean, I tried to win, of course, but I didn't care. Did not care. I didn't even think I ranked on this last loss. I didn't even say I lost anything. But anyway, we're going to go to the 10 games that helped me kind of get there. So we're going to go with Mysterion first. We are going to watch Mysterion's game first. I already tried recording this, but the street sweepers are finally coming, and some guy was just honking his horn like a madman. So pretty much what happens here, guys, I don't have like the greatest hand to start out with. We're playing against an enchantment deck. It's, you know, I try my best to kind of like crawl my way into this game somehow. I'm pretty much hoping at the point I was at was just to get an Armageddon Angel, hope for the best, but I didn't get it. So that's it. That's that. Oh well. So we'll show the game. See, as of right now, our name is not highlighted purple, so you know I haven't progressed yet. So he's gonna hit me for 3, and then he's gonna pass the turn. So I finally picked something up. I'm like, this stinks. I did not want to really burn my Wake of the Bones, but I'm going to let Astray this. I could have thrown a couple blockers here, but I didn't want him to put his creature that gives the Valkyries, you know, +1/+1, and, you know, and then it just gets a little bit out of hand from that point. So I'm just going to decree these lanes so he doesn't give anything else with haste. I'm literally just trying to figure out if I can get a draw here. All I need, get something to help me out really bad. Yeah. So I pick up a rewind hex. Sorry. I'm gonna draw a couple cards here. I'm hoping. I'm like digging and digging. Honestly, I could have went with the deadly, the spell that gives me one of my creatures deadly, but I figured it was just a waste of time at the moment because look what's happening here. I mean, the thing about the Valkyrie guys, normally if you can get to like turn 6 or something like that, you're really good, especially with 16 life, because they gas out really fast. They gas out so fast. So I'm gonna, I should have probably raided Tombs and hope to pick like an Armageddon Angel up, and then if I would have picked up Armageddon Angel in these next couple turns, there's no way he would have climbed back. There's no way. So he puts his creature down right now. He has his whole entire hand out. And I'm like, I didn't pick it up. But I try, guys. So I take this creature over. I burn an orange here. I put a defender over his 3/5 here. So I'm hoping something is going to happen here. He cycles through his deck. He is going to pick the Valkyrie that gives everybody, all the Valkyries +1/+1. Hits me for 4/1, and it looks like it's pretty much over at this point. So I just let Astray this. I'm gonna put a token here as a blocker. Let's rewind hex this enchantment back. So I'm like, okay, because he didn't give his creature frenzy last turn, he could have just won. So I was just like, yeah, whatever. There was nothing I can do. There was literally nothing I can do here. He got me. Good game. Mysterion, awesome game. He got me, so there's nothing I can do about it. Let's get on to the next game. This game is going to be a really, really good game. Well, I'm not going to just tell you. I'll let you watch and see for yourself. So we are running both the same colors here, which is interesting because I think I played them before. I haven't really seen many really like a lot of yellow red decks, so whatever. I'm gonna put my vampire down. So this was like really interesting to see this. He's gonna draw a card. He's then gonna burn a red. He's gonna take out my vampire with rush, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna put my vampire down, burn a yellow, and then I'm gonna put my maze right next to him. So just in case he has another one with rush, he would have to attack the defender immobile first, so I can take out his own creature too. So I'm kind of exchanging over here on the mazes, but I didn't care. I didn't want him to get another card off that, so I throw another maze down, I throw another vampire down, and now we're looking. I'm feeling pretty good about this at this point. I think he plays an artifact at this moment to buff everybody up. Good move, not a problem. He buffs everybody up, boom, and now I'll at least get some value off this maze. But first, I'm gonna put my Dodoria down so I can start gaining some life and doing some damage to this artifact. Let's gain some life. Let's gain some little bit more life. So we did pretty good. We did about what, 4 damage off that artifact, so that wasn't bad. Now he's gonna destroy my creature here. The good thing is he's already like the third one to, now the second one to come back, so that was pretty cool. I'm now going to take advantage of me having 30 life. Let's heal up a little bit life. Let's do a little bit more damage to this artifact. I'm feeling pretty good, even though he's about to smack me with 8, and he looks like he's getting himself like a little bit of a good board state. Puts down another maze down. He's looking pretty good right here. Yeah, does that 8 damage. Just like that, we're back at 24, but I'm not worried about it because now I'm going to establish my own little board state here. Get my creatures with Alpha Strike. Let's take this. Let him gain that 4 because I'll have Frenzy just in case he can't really put anything down. That I would be gaining 4 life off that, so that would have been nice. But he Magmatars the 3 lanes, hits me for 1, and then he winds up passing because he can't really do anything else. So now I'm gonna play my own Magmatar here. Boom. Let's take out these creatures real quick because I have the Alpha Strike, and was he on Fragile? No, he wasn't on Fragile. And then let's hit this. Boom. I'm going to hit him for Frenzy. We're going to knock this. I'm figuring we're going to knock this artifact here in the next turn or 2, for sure. So he puts his agent down, puts down the token down, and then he's going to burn a yellow, and then plays maze, which kind of stunk because he put me in a situation. I realized he put me in a situation where I would have to attack this, and I was gonna have to lose this, which fine. I wasn't too happy about all that, but yeah, we got to do what we got to do. So let's knock this down. Let's put our own maze down, and now I know next turn he's gonna be in frenzy. He plays his creature that throws the 2 tokens with it. Now they're 4/4s. Not a problem here. I am going to draw a couple cards. So I'm going to be drawing 4 cards this turn, which is great value. So let's draw another card off the maze. Okay, good. And I take this out because I do damage. He had Fragile. Let's put our creature down with Frenzy. Boom. It's hit him twice, and now we finally knock that artifact down. And with this creature, he has no choice but to hit my creature with Defender. And now he's going to also give me another soul, which I'll be at 4 at the end of this turn. He puts down his creature over here that I really love this guy. He's really good, but I think he's like a token yellow for 2 players, if you ask me. That's just my opinion, because you can knock out almost any creature, free up for your teammate. Really good card, even on especially on 2 and 2, but yeah, really good card even for 1-on-1, definitely. So I'm gonna take this creature out. I'm gonna gain a little bit of life here. I kind of brain farted on this one because I thought he had 2 attack for some reason. And I was like, oh wait, well, we still took it out, but I kind of would have just placed him over to one of the other lanes and threw my agent on there the next turn, but whatever, it doesn't matter. He places his creature here. He loses a little bit of life. Let's hit this creature here. Let's gain some life. Let's hit him for 2. Let's put our agents down. Normally I do keep 1 in my hand, guys, until the next turn. But this time I just got really greedy, and just in case he had a blight, I wanted to... What did it say? I have to look at that. So he blights the whole board here, and I kind of got what I wanted out of that. So whatever, I forced it. It's no big deal. I'm not worried about it. So he did get my creature with Frenzy. I don't know if he realized that was going to happen. Maybe he did. He didn't care. I mean, it's still a good movie either way. So now his creature will die off. He'll get to draw a card, and now he'll run the pill. And another thing is, guys, like, he's already going down to 14 cards. I feel like I was drawing a lot more than him. Is it just me? Was he really getting that much more value than me when it comes to drawing? Like, I don't know. Like, I felt like we were drawing the same amount or something. I don't know. It was weird. So I'm going to blight the board. I don't have a choice. I don't want him to climb back. Let's put our vampire down. Let's foresight. Great. And then I'm going to pass the turn. Let's get rid of all those. And now he's going to stun my creature here that has frenzy. He puts his artifact down here. And yeah, so I pick up my creature with frenzy here. Remember, if it goes into the boneyard because of the enchantment, it doesn't matter. It stays with frenzy. So now we're going to try to knock this artifact out. It only had one. The pump up power would have been nice, but I don't care. All right, so now he destroys my Wings of Abandon. Not a problem. He puts down his creature with rush, was a good move. So draws a card and then winds up passing the turn. Okay, so then I'm going to take this creature out just in case he has any more artifacts I have to worry about buffing. Let's throw our enchantments down. I feel pretty good about this. I feel like I'm going to get rid of this 8/8 here. He has other plans, though. He puts his creature down with rush. He also puts his other creature down. And then buffs his creature to 4. Takes out my blocker here and smacks me in the face for 8. Suppresses my creature, which was smart because then he knocked it back down to a 1/3 and not a 2/4. So good move. I'm going to take his creature out. I'm only going to take 2 life because of that. Then I'm going to stun his creature. Of course, my phone's always dying. Did my battery die out? Hey, sorry guys, the Street Sweeper is coming. First time the Street Sweepers come back. Nice. And so, beautiful. He cleared the way. He cleared the way. Okay, so now I'm going to stun his creature here. I'm thinking I'm going to kill it now. And then he's like, nope. Sorry, bud. I have other plans. I'm just going to wipe your board. I'm like, oh, yeah, cool, man. Yeah, sure. Not a problem. Thanks. So he winds up hitting me for 6. He suppresses his own creature, but he really does hurt himself. But I understand he only has 4 cards, so he needs to make it quick. It wasn't a bad move. I'm also going to now kill it. I'll gain the 2 life. Not a problem. I'll exchange that anytime. He puts his vampire down. He only has 3 cards left. He zaps me for 1, and then he puts a token down as a blocker because it has Lurker, his vampire, his apostle. So I'm going to draw 3 cards here. I'm hoping I'm digging for answers. I find one out right away, but I'm like, hey, you only have 3 cards, so let's give you a 4th right now. So then I'm going to burn a card. Let's foresight. I think I should have burnt him instead, but I figured I could throw him on the frenzy enchantment and give him armor, and yeah, I just felt like it was a little bit of a better move, but that was kind of a mistake. I should have probably kept that. Okay, so now he did me the favor. He lets me Wonder Pill. So that was really awesome that he did that, because I would probably have forced another turn to do it. But he's running out of cards. He's running out of time. He puts his creature with rush. He's going to take out my creature here. He's going to put his agents down. I knew he had at least only 1 blight in his hand. I didn't know what the other card was. I figured it was a spell after next turn because he doesn't play anything, if I'm not mistaken. So he wasn't paying attention. So that's why I said, guys, you gotta pay attention to that, because if he was paying attention to my Journey of Souls, he might have put his agent over here and made it really difficult for me. He could have made it really difficult for me, but he wasn't paying attention. At least I don't think he was. I'm pretty sure he would agree with that. So that's why I said every turn, guys, pay attention to that. I'm gonna blight this. He loses life. He hits me for 6. Suppresses my creature here. I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have anything but spells in his hand. So what I do is I banish my creature. I don't care. I just need to survive, right? I just need blockers. I don't need anything else. I don't care. He's down to 2 life now. He suppresses me, so so I wouldn't draw. He makes another token, and then I just end the games with Wings of Abandon. The reason why I did Wings of Abandon is because the Street Sweeper came by again. The reason why I did that was because I didn't want him to lose to decking out. Maybe that would have felt more bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just figured I'd do it the way, you know, that's, you know, yeah, like I just said. It is just so it doesn't feel any worse than it did. Okay, so now we're going to go into, to keep the video a little bit shorter. Cow, not to take anything away from you, but let's just get into the champions since you guys like to gatekeep so much. How about you guys just be part of the video? So let's switch over here. Okay, so now I'm playing Mysterion again. I already know what he's kind of running. I already seen the I see the token here. I see the champion, so I'm thinking Valkyrie. I think that's what he was playing last time. This was a little surprising. He goes and burns a red. I was like, okay, so it's gonna be a red-blue buff deck. Pretty okay, cool. So I'm gonna put my creature down here with Rush. Let's take this out so he doesn't keep gaining life. I'm gonna gain my own little life here, and then I'm gonna pass the turn. He is then gonna burn a red. I think he. Okay, yeah. Then he puts his vampire, the 2/1 again, and hits me. Okay, so I feel pretty good with my hand. I didn't really want to burn any of my reds. I felt good just keeping those in my hand. I put my vampire down. I foresight, and then I'll just let him do what he has to do here. He burns a blue, and then he buffs his creature. Not a bad move. I'm not worried about it though, because I'll just use my Wings of Abandon as a way to get this creature off the board here. All right, so this was a little interesting. I thought he would have played his Raider, but I guess he just wanted to take as much life as possible off. I don't know. I'm gonna foresight here. Then I'm just gonna pass the turn. Then he's gonna play his creature with Rush. He's gonna knock out my 4/1. I'm gonna draw a card. He's gonna do now 6 damage to me. This is starting to hurt. So I'm like, okay, not a problem. I don't want him to really draw, so I'll lose the 6 life. So I wound up taking like 16 damage off this freaking card. So he puts an enchantment down. He puts the Raider down, which, okay, now looks like a better move. He draws, and then I'm gonna throw my Magma Tar down. Let's clear this so he doesn't draw any more cards here. All right, so I'm sitting kind of pretty right now. He also then puts his 1-drop down. He buffs it, and then he passes the turn. I'm like, cool, not a problem. I'm gonna put my 4/3 down here. Let's foresight. I'm gonna burn my yellow because I already have a 5. I don't need 2 of those in my hand at the moment, especially against a red-blue deck. I don't think that's necessary. He puts his enchantment down. So now it's just a 2/1 with Frenzy. I'm not too worried about it. So I am going to put my creature with Blight down. Let's just take this out. Not worried. And then I'm going to put something here. This was a little bit of a dangerous move to place him here, because if he had the creature with Rush, he then gets the Frenzy and he could have taken 6 damage away from me. So I kind of messed up right there. I wasn't the smartest move. Now he puts his vampire down. But okay, no big deal. It doesn't wind up happening. But I should have stayed away from the enchantment. I'm going to blight this. Let's make a whole bunch of 3/1s here. Let's hit him for 4, and then we'll just pass the turn. And then he's going to move his creature over. He's going to put his Panic Raider down to, kind of, take a couple of these creatures out. But I'm going to buff my creature to 6. Let's hit him. Let's take this guy out. I am going to put something here again, which I don't know why I keep doing this. He doesn't have anything, and then he winds up passing the turn. Good game. All right, good game. let's move on to the next one, guys. Let's move on to the next one. Main menu here. Let's just exit. I don't know which is more convenient. Okay, so we're gonna go into the next match. We wound up losing this one. Honestly, guys, I'm not gonna even give you the guys the satisfaction. Since you tried gatekeeping me so much, I'm not. This is my moment here. I went to champion. Next video, if you guys beat me, whatever, I don't care. I don't have a problem showing it. But we're gonna go straight into nose batters game. This game was so, guys. At this moment here, first, I want to say that I haven't really seen this build that batter's doing here. So I want to say to batter, if this is like kind of like your build, or if you figured this out, awesome. Like, this is awesome. I think even if you come with the cheesiest combos, obviously they're awesome if you came up with it. But I haven't seen this. This was something different. So I'm gonna give you props, bro. This is really cool. This game had me on my edge of my seat. I knew I just needed 1 or 2 more wins because a guy skipped ahead of me, and then he went to champion so he skipped ahead of me by 1 match and then went to champion 1 more match. So I was like, okay, and he did it by beating a gold or something like that. So I was like, okay, I am close here. So yeah, so I didn't draw a red. I had nothing but yellow. I was like, oh my goodness, Mythgard, are you gonna do this to me? Then he kind of doesn't put anything down. He heals up. I'm like, okay, this is not too bad here. So at least he doesn't have a crazy board state by turn 2, right? You can't have a crazy board state, but you never know. Batter, there is a card, if you do watch, that I think you should throw in the deck, and I'm gonna say afterwards. I know I said this is my moment, but I really just want to throw one suggestion, and it's the 2/1 creature. I think he's for 1 or 2 green. Is he for 1 green? He's a 2/1, and every time you cast a spell, you do 1 damage. I think you should think about that guy. This guy's good. This guy is good, but I think you probably have a lot more success with that creature. Just throwing it out there. You don't have to do it. I don't know if it actually would work out better, but just something to think about. Because I was like, yo, if he had that creature, this might have hurt, especially if he would have started turn 1 with that, and now he's playing all his spells, he's doing 1 damage. I wouldn't have had a board state. But this is just one game. But he looks like he's relying on this creature to get a lot of the spells back. So the strategy here, guys, is he wants to play this creature. When he awakens, he gives you -1 and Infernal. So here's the thing, guys. The way to beat this deck, I'm sorry to do this to you, Nose. I mean, it's not really hard to figure out. Is if you're running orange especially, all you got to do is banish this guy. You banish this guy, you can do it turn 4. If you could tell he's not running enough beaters, and if he starts switching up the deck, then the synergy is just going to go out. What I would say is just switch this guy out for the 2/1 lurker that does damage every time you cast a spell. My opinion, guys. Okay, so I'm going to pass. I'm going to draw a card. I can't. Once it dies, it dies. Once it's bounced back to my hand, it's done. So I kill this creature off, so we don't have to deal with it anymore. So he burns his Thunderclap here. He puts his creature. He wants to start going through his deck, which is good. Kills my creature off, and then he gives me a 2/1 because obviously he plans on wiping it out with this creature right here. Alright, so I'm going to put my agent down. Normally I'll keep 1 in my hand, but I want to put a lot of pressure because I know he's running this ability here. So I want to try to get rid of these deporteds as much as possible. Force him into using those deport. Which another thing was pretty cool after watching this game. He had the Thunderclap. I'm surprised he didn't use it right there. You know, like, but he saves it and was smart about it. Right now, I'm thinking he doesn't have anything in his hand, like a Thunderclap, especially a Cataclysm, because I'm thinking he only has 2 cards in his hand. I'm thinking there's no way there's a Cataclysm in his hand because I'm pretty sure I would have forced him into it, or get rid of those deported. But he could have kept those deports, but he didn't. He did the Cataclysm, and I was like, I put my head down right now, guys. I just straight up put my head down. I was like, yeah, that just happened. That definitely just happened. So I'm going to draw 3 cards here. I have every intention on stunning this guy. So I'm going to burn my red right here, and let's just stun him. I know he only has 2 cards. He has blue, green. So I'm hoping he doesn't have any Raided Tombs in his hand or anything like that. He doesn't. I got a little lucky. I don't know if he runs those in the deck. He probably does, but I don't know if he runs it or not. So because if he runs Raided Tombs, he might get rid of these guys a lot, and the deck is pretty much based off him and this. So if you're running orange and you banish that guy and then you banish this guy, it's really, I think it really hurts the deck really bad. So he's gonna heal up, kill us. He's gonna kill us both off. Cool. I'm gonna foresight before drawing. Let's draw here. Let's throw the Wings and Bandit in the middle. Let's do some damage because I just want to get this over and done with. I put my Vampire down. He plays this really well. He stalls me really well here. He takes my creature, my Wings of Abandon. I was like, oh man, because he's gonna have ways. Because the Wings of Abandon. So I got really lucky with this, guys. But the Wings of Abandon and him is a pretty good combo because you could sacrifice him with his ability, and then you'll just get it back at the end of the turn. So it's a pretty cool little ability here, but I got lucky. But it didn't matter anyway. I could have taken it out, but it's better that I didn't. I got to save this, which I really wanted to, because I could take out anything in his deck and clear away for a win, possibly. He detains me for -1. He doesn't really play anything. He heals up. I'm kind of worried about all this healing. It's getting annoying, so I'm going to blight this creature here. Let's foresight. I'm going to do only 1 measly damage. He's going to wake the bones. He brings back Bella, which I thought was interesting because I thought he would bring back that creature that the deck is pretty much run around with, because he could have just deported this and then killed this, took this completely out of the game. So I was pretty curious. I was like, all right, so that's pretty interesting. So that's why I didn't want to waste this cycle, because now I can just be like, hey, that's done, that's over with. We don't got to worry about her as of right now. He winds up drawing into 1 anyway, so there's nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna hit him for 4. I'm like, all right, he gains 1 life off this, off his path, of course, and then he's gonna wind up taking my creatures out anyway, so it didn't matter. So he returns this back. I mean, banishes it, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm not too happy about all that. So how about I just take 1? Let's gain a life, take a life. Let's see what he's gonna do. He does wake the bones again. Again, interesting. I understand that he wants to cycle through his deck again. Though he could have taken out my creature. No, I guess he couldn't have. No, he could. No, he couldn't have. Okay, so he would have had to wait a turn. So maybe that's the reason. So I foresight again. I'm gonna just gain the 3 life. I want to draw my card here. Let's take this out. Let's pass the turn. He wants to pick up another Cataclysm. But the thing that kind of stinks about Cataclysm, you get into this kind of situation here, especially against a red deck, it's just kind of a dead card in your hand. But because he has his Bard out, it didn't bother him at all. So now he gets into defensive position. He heals up. Good move. I am going to play my Magmatar here. Let's just clear this little way. Let's try to do as much damage as possible. Let's hit him. Let's foresight. And then I'm just going to pass the turn and hope for the best. I'm hoping he's going to throw like a big creature here. 7/7, one of those big 9/9s, whatever. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. He deports that back into my hand. He puts a blocker down, and then he does do exactly what I was hoping he would do. I was like, nice. I was so happy about that. I banished those 2. Now I don't even have to deal with that. He only has 2 cards in his hand. I burn a red here. I move into a position where I can use this enchantment. If I kill my guy off or he puts blockers, I could just wipe the lane. He heals up, which was interesting why he didn't put this guy down. Why he didn't use him is kind of weird. I take this guy out, take that guy out, and which it works out in his favor because he's gonna wake the bones again. He's gonna bring back this creature that gives him rush and frenzy and agile or something like agile and rush. He puts his creature down here. He's gonna take my creature out now. Good strategy, man. It's really good. It's really effective. Really effective stuff. I'm gonna take him out. I'm gonna have frenzy. Also, guys, remember I told you guys to pay attention to my path. I knew that my guy with rush it Kane was coming, so I foresight into him, and I get lucky that he had I put him in a situation where he didn't have any blockers, and we won, guys. This is how we get into champion. I'm so excited. I want to say that it was all of us as a team, guys. Whoever supported me, we did this as a team. I want to say that, look, you can do it too. I was literally facing matches. Even in this run right here, even in this run, guys, I still played like 10 champions, I think. So if you go a little bit more down, I go No Mary, I play Tufaka. You know, so if we take these two out, because these are my champion plays, I don't even care, guys. Now I don't care. I don't care. I'm not. Doesn't matter to me. I already did it. Even if I D ranked, it wouldn't matter. My highest rank is champion. I've done it. I don't care about it in the future. I mean, next season I'll try to climb the first. It was funny too, because if you look at Eobert, he tried, man. He tried. I mean, when you guys start getting him involved, you know you're desperate. You know, see, he played me, and then I got into a game real quick. I came in, got into a game. I only was like playing 1 or 2 games, and then I waited. I wanted to see if he was trying to gatekeep me. I was literally trying to see it. I was actually going to record it too, and then he played another match with JJ, who I think is going to be Myth 5 this season. I think he's a Myth 5 plus. Definitely. JJ's on the rise. He's going to be our future champion here soon. Okay, guys. Like I said, it's all of us. Everybody who helped me in the comments, whoever who supported me, thank you so much. We're going to start making videos on a regular now. Not on the regular because I'm still doing a lot outside of recording, but I will try to make a video at least at least every day to 2 days. So yeah, guys, thank you so much, man. It's been awesome. It's been awesome. I would show the rest, but I'm excited. I played a few games here. We played some couple good games too. Maybe these next 2 games I'll just put on. I lost these by the last turn. Like it was up to, it was either or. So it was a really good game on this end. But yeah, I made it, man. Like I said, sorry. Let me rephrase that. We all made it. You're a part of this too. You're a part of the team. You made it too. I know you won't see it on your stat yet, but my goal is to help get you there. That's my goal. My goal is done. My now new goal is to help everybody who asks me for help. I'm going to try to get you where you want to be. If you're trying to get to Myth, or if you're trying to get to Gold, if you're trying to get to Champion, if you just want to get better on 2-2, if you have a goal, and just ask me, I'll help. I'll help with it. I mean, you could ask Eobert, or whatever his name is, right? You could ask people like that, but you know, they think they're so much better than you. Just watch one of the videos, right, where the guy says, when they did the tournament for, you know, the flu, this flu that's going around, he literally says at the end of the video, I skipped all the way to the end and watched Arrow. I was rooting for Arrow to win that tournament, by the way. Yeah, the guy goes, hey, you guys can just wish you're better than us. So how about this? Instead of me saying you could just wish, how about I help you be better than them? How about I help you be better than me? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, what is that? If that's what you want, because you guys have been talking to these people for a long time, go for it, man. Go for it. Good for you. But if you really want help, like real help, not troll help, real help. If you guys are looking for help, I'm willing to help. I'm more than willing to help. I want to help. Please ask me for help. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? If you don't want it on the video, I won't put it on the video. I won't say anything about it. But if you guys need help, reach out to me, and I'll do my best. And also, with that goal, with you guys ahead, my second goal is to start getting my cards up now. Now I'm going to get my cards up, And now I'm gonna start making decks. And now I'm gonna make decks for these champion guys. So I'm gonna start making decks to show you guys how to beat them. Point blank period. I'm gonna make decks against their decks, because I can do that. That's actually one thing why a lot of Magic players in my community get frustrated with me. I study, I learn, and I know what to take out, and I'm gonna start teaching you guys. If there's some new meta that they think they're gonna make up and it's gonna frustrate you, don't let it frustrate you. Ask me. Be like, hey guys, hey Step, what is the goal here? How do we deal with this? And I'll do my best. I'll play a million games. If I gotta lose a million games, I'm gonna do it for you guys, because I want you guys to be wherever you are trying to be in this game, okay? All right, guys, until next time, I really appreciate you watching. Sorry for the rambling, but have a great one, all right?